MS Dhoni relinquishing the captaincy for Chennai Super Kings in IPL 2024 was the biggest news that you could get when you came to the IPL build-up. The match between CSK and RCB is often dubbed as the Kaveri Derby. It is one of the premier rivalries that's in the IPL, but everything has gotten overshadowed because of what MS Dhoni did today. When the captains' photos were out, MS Dhoni was not there. And for the first time in a very long time, no Virat Kohli, no Rohit Sharma, no MS Dhoni as the captains of their respective franchisees. A golden triumvirate has ended in that sense. Now, before RCB and CSK were going for their practice today, Stephen Fleming, the CSK head coach, came for the pre-match press conference. As is the norm, whenever Chennai Super Kings play, Stephen Fleming always fronts up to the media. And here he had some very honest and interesting takes about MS Dhoni's decision and also about the transition. This is transition chapter 2 when it comes to Chennai Super Kings. Chapter 1 was disastrous because Ravindra Jadeja was there for 8 games, he was then axed from it and captaincy never came back to him. Now he's not even been considered, Rituraj is the captain. But when you look at how the situation is, Stephen Fleming was really adamant on the fact that whatever happened in 2022 is not going to happen in 2024 for one simple reason. The reason why 2022 transition chapter 1 failed, Stephen Fleming highlighted that. He said, about a couple of years ago, we probably weren't ready for MSD to move aside. That's the first clear-cut admission that yes, the succession plan was very hasty. There was no way that Chennai Super Kings could have moved on because you had won in 2021. Could you have honed a leader at that time? Maybe at the start of the contract? No. Start of the new contract, it was a shambles. That's why CSK finished second from bottom in 2022. Dhoni realized this folly and realized, okay, now I will captain them in 2023 full time. And boy, did miracles happen, they won the title. 2024 towards the fag end, they have had to do it because MS Dhoni would not continue as a player post 2024. CSK CEO Kasi Vishwanathan had also stated that yes, he will be there for most of the games, but Rituraj will be the captain. What that did was probably shake us as a leadership group or coaches into looking at the possibility of when he does go. Up until that stage, that was almost unthinkable. This is a clear-cut admission. CSK did not think of life beyond Dhoni. And now with the succession plan now in 2024, they have realized with a very heavy heart, you have to move on. MS Dhoni can't be there permanently as the captain. And you needed to have a succession plan. Now, in 2022, had CSK kind of held on to that, perhaps they could have had endured 1-2 years of pain and then gotten a succession plan, a vision in place. Now in 2024, they are already behind Mumbai Indians because of this. This is the reason why what Mumbai Indians have done with Hardik Pandya is next level. It is truly remarkable and you have to appreciate the move that Mumbai Indians have done. CSK have already jumped onto the bandwagon a bit too late, but better late than never. Rituraj is 3 years younger than Hardik Pandya. So that is why perhaps now with this move, they have gotten their long-term vision sorted for the time being. So, clear-cut admission, they did not envisage life beyond MS Dhoni. And that's why 2022 was a hasty thing, it had to fail. Now in 2024, having learned the lessons of 2022, are you better prepared? Stephen Fleming believes, yes. We are more prepared now because that jolted us into looking at life after Dhoni. You realize that somewhere down the line, one day, you will be without MS Dhoni on the field. On a full-time basis, what are you going to do then? In some ways, we have been a bit slow in doing that as a management group. So, we are well prepared this time. The realization was very slow on the team management's part. That is why in 2022, it was shambolic. There was no leadership progression. These two quotes from Stephen Fleming are a clear-cut indication that they have had to slowly realize the fact that you will have to play without MS Dhoni as the captain. And that is why breaking away from that aura is going to be the ultimate challenge in Ruturaj Gaikwad's career as a captain in this particular sense. But whose decision was it? Who took the decision to ensure that, okay, one day prior to the match between CSK and RCB, MS Dhoni is going to step down? Fleming revealed it. It was MS Dhoni himself. Without much fanfare, without much build-up, typical MS Dhoni, he just said, no, I will not captain, let Ruturaj captain. It was MS, the call to give up the captaincy with a lot of consideration and with one view to the future on the back of a good season last year. 2021, they had won the IPL title. 2022, they thought they could have a succession plan, but it didn't happen. 2023, they won the IPL title. Will history repeat itself? Fleming believes no, it won't. The timing was good. Behind the scenes, Ruturaj and others have been on a captaincy grooming process. So in 2023 itself, you had a clear-cut inkling that yes, there might be a future captain. We didn't know whether it was Jadeja, whether it was Ruturaj, but then we had all speculated that maybe it could be Ruturaj. So that's why it's a very, very important step. Now they have woken up to it, and the captaincy call was MS Dhoni's himself, as expected, as expected. But now what about Jaddu? What happens to him now? Captaincy done for him? It's never going to come to him. Stephen Fleming didn't give a very good answer in that. He stated that he was instrumental in us winning the cup. He's a natural leader. He's still a natural leader. He's part of the leadership core. He's not outspoken. He's not verbally loud or assertive. But his actions in the way he plays will be a strong component of our leadership. So Jadeja, as a bowler, as a batter, as a fielder, he gives that vital edge to Chennai Super Kings, and that's why this is going to be a big, big deal. He will still be there in the leadership group mentoring Ruturaj. MS Dhoni will always be there, but Jadeja's aspirations as CSK captain are done. Ruturaj might be your captain. Maybe there will be 1-2 years of pain, but then you'll have to deal with it. Now, how tough is it going to be for Ruturaj? Fleming stated in the middle, it will take a little bit of trial and error to a degree. So he himself has stated that yes, it is not going to be a bed of roses for Ruturaj. There will be a lot of obstacles, and that is why this is very, very important. Ruturaj is very self-assured. He's again not the most demonstrative captain or person around, but he's got a very good approach with his fellow players, and he's very well respected. So consider this. At the age of 27, MS Dhoni got the CSK captaincy. Now, his head coach was playing at that time as an opener. Now, he is the head coach. Ruturaj, at the age of 27, has gotten the CSK captaincy again. Will this ensure that CSK's turnaround and the succession plan is in place now? We hope so. Because the lessons from 2022 was that anything done in haste can lead to disaster. And that is why either you had to stick with it or you had to abandon it and stall by 2 years. CSK did exactly that. Now with the appointment of Ruturaj, we hope that CSK can finally have that long-term vision and build a team around certain players who can carry the rich legacy left behind by MS Dhoni. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live, and don't forget we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.